What's up, out today? It's your girl Joy. I'm back with another Bazzle banger, baby. And before I get started, make sure you check out the coldest water in my link below, y'all. Let's see if I can put that over there. Yes, hunting. So as you saw from the thumbnail, you know what I'm eating in the intro. I got me a little salad, little salmon. I showed y'all how I make my salmon and my shrimp. And I got some steamed broccoli. I prefer to steam my broccoli, okay? So it retains all of its nutrients and all those things. So I steam my broccoli. Good. Click like, click share, honey. I'm not wasting no time. Good. That was good. Baby, I put no salt on my salmon, just a whole bunch of lemon. I wish I had extra lemon with me now. Oh my God, that flavor is outstanding. Hold on, calm down. I didn't know y'all want the broccoli, right? You know some broccoli? You want some? Baby. So, excuse me. Runaway crouton. How you doing? You okay? So, I wanted to try to do a little healthier mukbangs, because I will say after a while they do catch up with you. They do. And it's good. Baby. So that's Caesar salad. I'm going to put a little bit. Of the Caesar dressing. Just a tiny bit. And I will say on the broccoli, I put like a teaspoon, very, very little, of Olive Garden's salad dressing. Because I didn't want to add salt. I just added a little bit. Baby. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I don't know when I'm gonna get this up, y'all. You know, some days I just don't know. A little bit of shrimp on there. Good. Good, y'all. But you already know, sis. What you know? I make everything good. So, baby, let me ask you this, honey. It's everywhere. And I can relate. But, what are your thoughts? Leave it in the comment section below. Okay? Let's get the conversation started. on that poor baby, Tamar Braxton. And if you don't know, baby, she allegedly tried to commit suicide. Did she do it on purpose? Was it an accident? And you know what? Some people, not all, try to hold certain people at a higher standard. But baby, these celebrities with all their millions, they're regular people. They're regular people. Look at Robin Williams. Who would have ever thought that? Committed suicide. The funny guy. But he had his own demons that he was battling. And you just never know what someone's going through. You think everything is all roses and peachy clean? So what are your thoughts? Leave it in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on that? Do you know anyone who suffers from depression, bipolar disorder? I mean, personally, I've had my bouts. Of sadness. And I didn't recognize it until I graduated from high school. Could have had it before, I don't know. But I noticed a change right after high school. Because for me, high school was my outlet. High school was everything to me. I didn't bond with anyone in college. I went to a community college for 2 years, got my associate's degree. Could have been 3, because I worked full time. And then I got into the University of Texas at Austin. Well, mama, I was grown. So I didn't bond with anybody when I got to college. I didn't bond. But high school is where I formed some lifelong friendships to this day. Still friends with high school. I ain't gonna tell you how many years, honey. But it's been a minute. And so when I left high school, it was like a loss. It was almost like someone passed away. I would say that was my first experience with my nose. Excuse me. That was my first experience with dealing with the loss. And I hit a depression. It was bad. I was so sad. High school was everything to me. You know, I was home. I was the only child at home. But that's when I first noticed it. Maybe high school was the trigger. I know. And so I've had ups and downs. But when I get down, I know to get some help. But in the beginning, it was rough. The beginning, it was rough. some people, they're so down, they're so sick, they're tired, they want that pain to go away. I can relate to all of it. It is what it is. I can. So I understand, and I hope that wasn't the case. It was the case of just mistaken medication, and she took too much with some alcohol. I don't know. I don't know. But you just gotta be mindful of your friends and stay connected. I heard another friend, we were closer in high school. I'm gonna guess, I don't know. She didn't make it. But I felt guilty because I didn't stay in touch with her after high school. We used to be close. We used to party together and everything. Went to a funeral and everything. And I felt guilty that I didn't stay in touch with her. But this was years after high school. You know, people go their way. I mean, like, how do we know? And she didn't make it. But sometimes I wonder if her job, she was not a correction officer, correction officer, where she's in a prison, which can be quite depressing. To be in a prison all day with all types of criminals, and it hardens you. So I wonder if her job contributed to her demise. I don't know. But I will say I did take on that guilt of her death, of not staying in touch. I remember going to her funeral and cried like a baby. You know? You never would think certain people would do certain things, but you just never know. So, what are your thoughts? Do you know anyone who suffers from depression or anything like that? And that's what I always tell people. Sometimes a smile, having a conversation, you never know what effect that can have on somebody's day, their life. They could have been thinking something, and just to give them that moment of joy is priceless. Even when I went to the grocery store today, there was this man in a handicap spot. In the handicap, older white man. And, dill. I'm like, what's that, a spider? No, you know, it's your dill you put up on there. Good. This is good, y'all. And I was walking by, his car door was open. He was parked in a handicap spot. The car wasn't running, and his car door was open, and he was eating something or drinking something. I don't remember. Just today. And I'm super, super friendly. I love people. I'll talk to anybody. And he said, have a nice day. I was like, huh? He said, have a nice day. I was like, oh, you too. I said, you need me to help you with anything? Because I wasn't sure what his situation was, that he needed help to close the door. You know, he's in a handicap spot. And I said, you want me to close the door for you? You need help? He's like, oh, no, I'm waiting for my wife. She's inside. I said, oh, yeah, and it'll be too hot if you close the door. He's like, yeah. And I said, well, you have a blessed day. Well, you have a blessed day today, okay? And he's like, you too. Conversation. You know, suppose I was having a bad day and I needed that from him at that moment. And it just made my heart smile that he took the time to say something to me. And I was hustling back to my car with my toilet paper, okay? So you just never know what kindness can do for someone. And sometimes it's just a sickness. You need to get help. You feel as though it's the end of the world. And sometimes you're so sick that that's the only thing you can think of to do. I know of another person. I'm not going to go into details on this story because it's not my story to tell. Where they did pass away and this person tried to get help. They did try to get help. They went to the hospital, to the psych ward, and they admitted him. And this person was so good that when they admitted him, they're like, oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel much better now. I don't know what happened. But I don't think he even stayed overnight. I don't remember. I don't believe he stayed overnight. Out of the hospital again. Attempting things again. Attempting. But failing, and then family calls and blah, blah, blah. Sign him back into the hospital. He's out within a day. And the third time, so he went to the hospital, I think, twice. Maybe 3 times. They kept sending him out, sending him out. The third time, he was successful. But it's like, I feel as though, did the system fail him? That story gets kind of complicated. It's not my story to tell. But it's not my story to tell. But did the system fail him? Because he had attempted several times. You know, somebody's crying out for help. And sometimes there are certain signs that people give. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine. And even for me, on the outside I may be fine, but on the inside I could be sad, but nobody will never know. But you know, I've had not issues, I've dealt with it for so many years, is that I've learned to cope. I've learned not everybody is able to do this, and I've talked about this before, but I think, you know, depression is a very serious issue, and lots of people get it, but I've learned to cope with it. And when I can no longer cope, then I know, I'm aware it's out of my control. And that doesn't happen very often, but I may get sad or something like that, and I'm like, and I'll try to figure out, why am I feeling this way? And I'll think and I'll reflect, and then sometimes I will give myself no more than 24 hours to be sad. And I'm like, Joy, you had your moment. You gave yourself permission. Even if I want to cry buckets and buckets and buckets, and I want to keep crying buckets and buckets and buckets, nope, 24 hours, I'm done. But when I know it lasts longer than that 24 hours, I'm aware and I understand that it's beyond my control. And like I said, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I know to seek help. And everyone is not able to do that. But I feel as though I've had it so, you know, I've been dealing with it for so many years, I refuse to let it beat me. Because I got too many things to do, okay? I won't let it beat me. But a real serious sickness, I know another person, a friend and their sister. Ooh, she has it bad. It's bad. I mean, really bad. Not my story to tell. I mean, but it's like she knows when she needs to get help, but hers is bad. I mean, she may stay getting services in a private facility for quite some time. But family is very supportive. Friends are very supportive. But my heart goes out to her. Make sure you leave some of your experiences or your opinions, your thoughts in the comment section below. We want to keep her uplifted in prayer and so on and so forth. You just never know what somebody's going through. Let me tell you, you got all that coin, honey, that famous family, and all the fame, and you're still not happy. Money doesn't always make everybody happy, let me tell you. Look, I would like to find out. But you know, it doesn't always make you happy. But I would like to find out. But, you know, I'll take my broke self and my little bit of problems and keep it moving. But you never know what somebody's going through. So you always want to be kind to people. Smile at people because you never know. Spread your love, spread your joy wherever you go if you can. So I challenge you, just smile at this day and age. You can't even smile at somebody with corona. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I did think about this today. And for me, this is the bottom skin of the fish. Ate my fish, y'all. Good. This is good, y'all. And I feel good. I'm comfortable. I'm not bloated. I feel great. Salmon, shrimp, broccoli, and a little bit of salad. Minimal dressing on everything. Good.